I will now give a little insight into the technical implementation and working with algorithms. In all my electroacoustic compositions and videos, I work with Super Collider, a text-based programming language. Also, Super Collider was designed for audio work. It also has simple tools for creating and editing images, which were perfectly adequate for my purposes. First, let us have a look into the structure of the material. Here is the file hierarchy for clever animals. As you can see, there are files and folders. In the image folder, there are drawings and pictures. For example, the drawing of my desk objects. Or here you have the wave folder with samples.
2,5 Millionen Jahre alt, sagen Sie.
2,5 Millionen Jahre.
A light bulb illuminates my mind, a pencil in my hand.
The folder items contains codes that define functions that generate an item in a specific version. Here you have a lot of files, and let us have a closer look into the file Ghost. What you see here is the code. Let's take a closer look at two functions. First, the function a ghost. This function creates one appearance of the ghost. In the line starting with arg, you see two parameters. Different values for these arguments give different versions of the appearance. The second argument stands for the duration of the appearance. The function ghost creates an infinitive sequence of ghosts. Let us have a look on the arguments rhythm pattern and duration pattern. The duration pattern stands for the duration of one appearance. The rhythm pattern for the rhythm between appearances. First, two versions of a ghost. The first with 3 seconds duration, the second with 1 second duration. Now two versions of ghost. In the first one, the appearance of one ghost lasts 3 seconds. The rhythm of the sequence of appearances is 4 seconds. Now a second version of Ghost. The last version of Ghost uses the expression p-wide for the duration. This indicates that the duration of an appearance is chosen randomly between two values. Here it is a random value between a half and 2 seconds. Let's go up one level again. In the parts folder, there are superordinate files that summarize the functions for the 3 parts of the triptych. For example, on the right file, everything is defined that results in the sequence of the desktop objects. Finally, on the top level is the master file. Its evaluation results in the entire video. My presentation here was just meant to show the basic principle of programming. In reality, the use of all components is of course much more complex. There are many dependencies between the individual elements, and the random functions are also much more complex than shown here. But I think you now have an insight into the basic functionality of the algorithms. Maybe here's the place to say that for me, the clash of the digital and the analog world is an important trigger. I like working with computer languages. I like thinking about codes and walk in the world of mathematics. On the other side, I'm a fan of handwriting. I like drawing with pencil, and when I sketch musical ideas, I even draw the staves by hand. It is this collision of two worlds which lead to my best ideas, I think.